Welcome to Live Edge, episode number next. I'm Matt.
I'm Amy.
Welcome to the show. Tonight, we're going to talk about leaked Flex Power Tool. I got a leak. Someone sent me a message. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. I actually had, once I got that leak right before the show started on the 2 Before Nation only live stream, we had an epic fail because I had all the tabs opened up and I had found a patent on another Flex tool that's coming out, or they patented, and I was going to show you the picture of it, and I closed the tab or closed the window, and I could not get them all to reopen, and I had so many that I had looked through, it's gone forever. So you'll have to take my word on it, or not, whatever you're going to do. So I want to let you know, we do have a 24-hour only sale going on right now on the website. If you go to 731bulwarks.com/store, if you use the code SNOW2024, you'll get 25% off any order. SNOW2024. This will expire tomorrow. So if you want board butter, plan bundles at 25% off, check us out there. All right, let's jump right into it because we're going to do it mullet style.
All right, business in the front.
And we'll party in the back. So we'll take questions afterwards. First and foremost, if you're a Flex fan, you have to know that, well, you probably should know that they recently come out with 2 Flex saws. This is my friend Eric Roten over on his channel. They come out with 2 Flex table saws, a 10-inch and an 8 1/4. So if you're interested in Flex, you should go check out this review. But they look like very nice saws. And one of the patents I found was on this table saw. And what was interesting was not only was the table saw in that patent, also in that patent, there was a Flex. It was in the Flex router or Flex table saw. The reason I know it was a Flex table saw is because it has that LED in the fence. Nobody else has that. Inside that patent, way down buried deep, there was a Flex router tabletop. I'm assuming it's Flex. It's Chevron, Nanjing Chevron Industries or something like that. That's the patent holder who owns, Chevron owns Flex, Cobalt, etc. So anyway, there was a router tabletop in there that had a little cover that goes over the bit that almost looked like one of those dust covers, but it had an LED light built in. Really cool. So I thought that was pretty neat. So we're going to call that a leak tool, but that's not the leak tool. I got this picture sent to me by one of our viewers who was shown this by a Flex distributor, I guess. And so this hasn't been announced anywhere that I've seen ever. This is probably going to happen in 2024. Take this with a grain of salt because this is just a picture that I got from somebody. I don't know this for a fact that this is coming out, but it's very, very likely. And this is a Flex miter saw. See if we can zoom in on that a little bit so you can see it a little better. So this is a 12-inch sliding compound miter saw. Looks like the model number is probably going to be FX7141A. Says 630 cross cuts in 3 1/4-inch MDF with the 10-amp stacked lithium batteries. Fast shift, which is trademarked bevel level. I like that bevel level. We got that's for awesome. Easy bevel adjustment. You see the little handle right there. It's going to be able to help you. Looks like really fast adjust bevels if you're into that kind of thing. LED shadow line is going to be on this thing. Spindle stop shaft lock for fast blade changes and preventing inadvertent startups. Kind of probably similar to the Festool Capex. There's a little switch you can do, and it prevents the trigger from working. So if you have small kids or you just don't want them to accidentally bump that trigger, you can fix that. Quiet miter lock. In other words, you can just lock it down at any miter. And what I found interesting was right here, AC-DC adapter. It's designed to be powered by an AC adapter as needed for extended cutting sessions. So you're going to be able, if this is true, you're going to be able to use this miter saw both on power or for battery power and plugged in. So that's awesome. I like that. So that's the leak, the Flex miter saw that is you can't find it anywhere. I Google searched it. I tried to find it in the patents. I couldn't find this in a patent anywhere.
Can you tell them really quick how to search patents?
Yeah. So if you go to, let me share my screen with you. So if you go to USPTO, go to US, get on there, USPTO.gov. That's the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO.gov. It's not going to load, is it?
You're having trouble with this.
It wouldn't work while ago, and that's probably why some of those tabs wouldn't work at all. Let's see if we can we can do something a little different here then. What I'll do is I'll change to Chrome. There we go. So you go to uspto.gov, and then from there, what you want to do is click on Find It Fast Patent Search. Now, basic search is all I'm doing here, and you got 2 right here beside everything. So if you're looking for Flex, Cobalt, any of that line, you're going to search for Chevron, and then you're going to get a bunch of results. If you're looking for, say, Festool or Woodpeckers or any of that stuff, you just type their name in there. You can also add another. A single word is all it'll let you do. So in one block you can do Chevron, and the next block you can do SAW, router, etc. And then down through here you can look at the title of it, what it is, and then you'll just click on one of the, like the PDF or the preview, just whatever we want to look at. I did find. So this power tool having noise reduction features, I thought that was interesting. It just got patented this month. If you look at that, it's actually a leaf blower when you scroll down. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And that is from Tektronix cordless GP, which is literally Tektronix Industries is TTI. So they have Ryobi, Rigid, and Milwaukee. So you can get different results there. It's kind of hard to nail down that stuff, so that's why it takes so long to look through that stuff. I just thought it was interesting that Flex is apparently working on a miter saw. And also I was reminded, Chevron, not Chevron. You're right. So Tom, thank you.
Chevron?
Chevron. So that's probably where I was at. So also Flex is coming out with some new brad nailers and different things like that. So you're going to have a lot of stuff coming out with Flex, and they're also coming out with more Flex stack packs this year too. So you're getting different boxes for that stuff. So I think Flex is really going to show out in 2024. I think you're going to start seeing a lot more from them. I like it. If we have any questions, let me know.
Are you ready for questions now?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you were messing up when you were trying to search it again.
Yeah, I was all flustered.
Because it should be Chevron. You think maybe you could find something then?
I would really like to show you that.
Try it the right way now.
Chevron.
Mm-hmm.
I would really like to show you the.
Well,
the
you look really
tabletop.
quick. Some of you are asking me how I'm doing, so let me tell you. Hope the doc's name ain't Shaky. That's funny. Thanks for you. No. I'll give you an update on me. So we didn't have the show last week because I was supposed to have surgery last Monday, the day before the show. And on the Friday before that, he was diagnosed with type A flu. He got it. That same day, doctor's office called. My insurance gave them a problem, and so they said it would take an additional 2 to 3 days to get my surgery approved, which meant that I had to go on the surgeon's reschedule of the 18th, which is in 2 days from now. So I've not had my surgery, still doing the same, but it was I think a blessing in disguise, because by Monday I had the flu also. So did our son. And then I also had strep, and our son had strep. So it was a blessing in disguise that I did not have my surgery yet. I'm still trying to get over this, but surgery is scheduled for Thursday. So hopefully everything comes out good there. Did you find it?
No,
Oh,
not yet.
I was hoping you'd found it.
I thought I did.
Thank
for a
you
second,
for
but
those
it's
of you
not.
who have been praying and asking, though. I appreciate it.
I found one of them, but I didn't find the other. So literally, I sat here for like an hour and a half today looking for the patent on the miter saw, and I couldn't find it. But that doesn't mean it's not there. It's just I didn't know what to look for, because you can search miter saw, you can search saw but sometimes they'll name the patent, or the title will be
God is good.
cutting
Yes, we
machine.
have.
A cutting machine or cutting tool or power tool. It just makes no rhyme or reason on how they're naming stuff. So it's kind of hard to find.
God is good said, oh my word, y'all have really been going through it so far in 24. It's been rough. I don't know if y'all can tell. You can kind of see it. I'm really swollen. All my glands right here are completely swollen, causing really bad toothaches. I've got an earache. And then I've had blisters all over my throat. The blisters are better now, but it's been rough, y'all. It's been really rough. So hopefully by Thursday, it'll be better. But our roads are completely iced over. And if it doesn't melt tomorrow, then my surgery will get rescheduled again.
Lord
So-
willing, they won't.
We're hoping
Let's
the
pray it
roads that the roads melt tomorrow. We'll see. It's back roads to where my surgeon's at, the town that he's in. You can't get there without going through back roads.
You make it sound like
I'm not lying though.
it's back roads to get into my surgeon.
It is. I'm not lying. You have to take back roads to get to Pine Bluff from Monticello. There's a highway between here and there, but part of the highway is a back road. I mean, it's seriously back roads. Am I lying?
No.
I'm not. I mean, I guess maybe if you went a different direction and made a 1 hour trip, a 4 hour trip, maybe you could use highways to get there. Maybe.
That's terrible.
Possibly.
All right, I'm gonna quit looking because I'm not ever gonna find it.
Know isn't it all back roads in Arkansas?
Pretty
yes.
much. Yeah,
yes,
you probably
sucks.
you got that pretty much correct.
So
I did find this from that Shervon is patented. If you're
Thursday is Michelle's birthday.
hey, happy
Michelle
birthday.
Cochelle. So
birthday.
she said it'd be good luck. Thank you, Michelle. Happy birthday early. Maybe that's good.
Where is that? Yeah.
God is good. It won't be up to me because the doctor's offices that we use have literally been emailing. They send mass emails out to all their patients saying our offices are closed tomorrow due to weather. So far, they've already closed for tomorrow. So tomorrow, if I get a notice saying that they're closed Thursday, that means when they do open back up, they'll call me and say, hey, we were closed. We got to reschedule you. What OP Jeff wants to know, what the heck is Flex Tool? I've been in carpentry for 20 years and I've never heard of this brand.
Heard of Flex? Flex Power Tools come on the scene about 4 or 5 years ago, give or take, maybe less than that. And they've been really putting out a lot of tools. They're mostly sold at Lowe's, but you can also get them online. Acme Tools sells them. Several other places sell them. But yeah, they got a lot of different tools, and a lot of their tools are outperforming what's on the market now. So I've got a Flex router. I like it so far. I've checked out the Flex Stack Pack storage system. It works good. So, yeah.
Luke Morey said, first live show and have been enjoying a lot of your videos.
Thank you.
That's good work.
So I did find this one patented recently by Shervon. It looks like a tile saw, but this could be Cobalt too. It's hard to tell because they don't put any actual branding on these, but that's a water container there. I don't know. I think that I think they're working on a lot of stuff, which most all these companies are. Man, I wanted to find that table, but oh well. Don't look like it's happening.
Nope.
I close all the tabs.
OP Jeff didn't say what the heck, but I thought it was funny what he said. It makes me think of...
We're a family show here.
No. It makes me think of that the cartoon show, Boomhire.
Oh, yeah.
They always
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. They always say that on there.
Bobby.
Yeah. He said shut up to the TV last night. And in our house, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, shut up is a bad word. He is not allowed to say that. That is mean and rude. As a school teacher, I never said that to my students, and I hated it when other teachers did.
I had to say it.
He said it twice. And then I got on to him again, and he still said it.
I had to because what was going on was the Predators were playing terribly, and the announcers were really praising the other team. So I told them to be quiet.
Nicholas Kindred was gifted a membership by Marion Dorset.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary.
Marion Dorset, thank you so much. I was going to see if yours showed how long you'd been on here, but it doesn't show.
Tom Coon says, I've been trying to get them to tell me if they're working on a track saw. I would highly suspect Flex is working on a track saw. Let's just hope that it's not a proprietary track and that it's as good as the rigid rigid Milwaukee Festool. I think it will be. I think they'll really, really do a good job with that if they come out with one.
Brad McNamara said, you mentioned Acme recently ordered some things from them and they are solid. Not what I really expected. I was pleasantly surprised.
Good deal.
That's awesome.
Good to hear.
James, who ain't right? He said that boy ain't right. James Nino, who you talking about? Him? Maybe.
What? I ain't right? Probably. I'm probably all messed up.
Paul Ellis said, shut up, question mark, exclamation. I hate that.
She hates that phrase.
I hate that so bad. Oh, I hate that. It's so mean, I think. I don't know.
Mean.
My daddy would have never told me that growing up, like ever. And so I've never said that to my kids, never said that to you. I don't know of anybody I've ever said that to in my whole entire life. I don't know if I've ever, if I have no memory of it at all. And I wasn't always sweet in high school. So, I mean, but I don't ever remember saying that to anybody. Like,
Yeah.
To me, that's like as bad as some of the really bad words. I don't like it.
OP Jeff says it's like Milwaukee and DeWalt engineers never put the tool in their hands. Every Makita fits like my hand like a glove. It just depends on the tool. Like the Milwaukee router really fits my hand well. The DeWalt and the Flex are just way too big. Like your hands are really stretched out. Feels like it after a while anyway. But it's just tool dependent. I also like the M12 line. They're smaller, fit in my hands. But the Makita router I recently got in, it fits really good too. It's really
Rick,
it's got
that's funny.
It's not as big around.
He says, "Shut up, open down." I had a teacher one time tell me I couldn't say something was pretty ugly unless I could say it was ugly, or pretty stupid unless I could say it was ugly, stupid. And I was like, she's so right about that. But we say pretty. We say pretty all the time to stuff. Well, that was pretty cool. That was pretty this. We say that all the time. But if you really think about it, is it technically correct to
Do
say
we care?
That? As a literacy teacher, I've always been torn with that because of her class. Like that,
I don't think we care though.
I care
as a
little.
Society doesn't care.
I do. I care a little. Anyway, Rick Coulter has been a member of our 2 Before supporter club for 27 months. He said he just ordered the Makita track saw. Also bought a TSO square for the track. Super excited. Been wanting one forever.
That's going to be a nice setup. Nice setup.
Cullen said that he feels me with the kidney stones. He's gotten them a lot.
That's rough.
Thank you so much. He said he hopes it goes well. I hope so too. I hope they can do it in one surgery and not two, because if they can't get all of them in one, I have to wait 3 weeks and have a second one.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Grant Butler says, what did you say the router table was listed under? It's under one of, I don't know exactly the patent number. I should have wrote this down or something.
He was trying to find it.
It has the table saw in it. So the table saw is on, like in the images or the diagrams, you can see the table saw pictures, and it's like arrows and numbers pointing to all the parts and pieces that are in this patent. And if you keep scrolling down, there is a router tabletop in there. It's got the miter bar or the miter gauges on it. There's a feather board on it. It's pointing to the fence with a number, and it's pointing to that cover that goes over the bit with a little LED light on top. I don't know what it was actually under. If I remembered like what it was labeled as, I could probably find it. But it's with the table saw. So
Scruffy Santa has been a member of our 106 supporter club for 22 months.
Awesome, thank you, man.
Damon said Gen X grew up on Shut Up. But I bet you wouldn't say it to that pretty little grandbaby of yours. He is so pretty.
He's cute.
When he shows me the videos of him, I'm like, I just want him. That's what I tell him every time. I'm like, I just want him. Next time we come to your area, we need to be able to meet the grandbaby.
Yes. Dennis Cochran says, my DeWalt router makes my arthritis scream. Makita makes one that's less big around, so it might help a little bit with that. Either corded and cordless. Both of them they look so close to the same around. I haven't set them side by side, but they look very, very similar.
Grant said he's digging.
Thank you, man.
Yes, Rainy Ridge. They are the worst. Yes. And I had over 12 of them to start with. They didn't give me an exact number. They just said more than a dozen. Mm-hmm. But I have a 6 millimeter on each side at the last MRI. Yeah, unpassable. What's going to be bad is I have 2 stents that we put in me, and he has to take them out here because you don't go back to the doctor for that now.
Apparently not.
They leave a string attached to it, and you get to rip those things out at home. It's going to be real rough on him. He's going to pass out. He passed out when our son was born.
Hey, I got a little.
Yes, Billy Fallon. Billin Fallon says, hush, with a mean look says it all. Yes.
Yeah,
as a teacher, all I had to do was look at my students. I didn't have to say a word. If I got quiet, they got scared.
Scruffy Santa, woo, he says, forgot to let you know I'm a grandpa now. Little Mayo was born,
right.
12/31/23. All are healthy. Congratulations, man.
Maya.
That's awesome.
So,
what is the best budget track saw? It depends
I
on
want
what you're going to
pictures.
cut, Raphael. I've got a review coming out probably next week or Sunday, maybe, on the Win cordless track saw. Spoiler alert, if you're cutting plywood MDF, that is a very good saw for the price, like $250-ish. If you want a little less than that, I would look at the Win corded saw is good for that. If you're cutting thicker hardwoods, though, you're going to have to step up a little bit to get good square cuts. That's where it kind of, from what I've seen on the track saws, that's where you're going to miss, see the difference in the price.
Paul Ellis has been a member of our 2 Before Supporter Club for 10 months, says getting closer to a year. And he says, Amy, we don't let our kids say shut up either.
That's awesome.
It's a personal preference, I guess, because to some people it's not rude at all. Like, it's just something they say. My students, I always told my students every year, because they say shut up all the time at that age. And every year I would say, by the end of this year, you're going to know me the most for one thing. You're going to remember me the most for one phrase. Don't say shut up. It's not nice. And at the end of every school year, they were like, Miss Outlaw's famous quote was, don't say shut up. It's not nice. Because I said it like
all the time,
500 times a day. Grant Butler's been a member of our 1 Before Supporter Club for 22 months, and he says to check patent number,
Read that number
and he gives the number. You ready?
Yeah.
20230 364
202
202 303 646 93-A1.
We can't put it on dash there.
Can you put the A1 on it?
No,
Or no?
it wouldn't let me. But it's opening up, so we'll see if that's the right one.
All right.
So also back on the track saw budget option, I did a Skill. Their Skill makes one now. It's not a real track saw, plunge saw. It's basically a circular saw with tracks. It's also a very good budget option too.
Steve Williams has been a member of for us for 6 months. It doesn't tell me which one. One before, one it doesn't tell me.
Thank you.
But for 6 months, Steve Williams.
Appreciate you. Man.
Is that it?
No,
there
that's
was
not
the
it.
diagrams.
Yeah, but it's not. It don't have the router tabletop. But Grant, that is one with the table saw, but it doesn't have the router tabletop in there. There's one.
Oh Lord, Cullen.
There's one that has the router tabletop in the patent. If you scroll down, but this one doesn't seem to have it.
Cullen said one of his stents got stuck in the ureter.
Oh,
That's what I'm worried. I've had a stent before,
how does that happen?
but I had to go to the doctor to have it taken out. I've never
Yikes.
had to take one out at home, so this is going to be a new experience, and I
Challenging.
have to.
Challenging.
He
experience.
said the way we do it now is we just leave a string attached, and on day number 4, I think he said, you just yank it out, and I'm like,
Ouch.
whew, okay. I'm gonna record my expression. That's all I record, though, is my face.
Cullen says, how much snow did y'all get? And I had to have the stent. Well, I guess.
Yeah.
So how much did you answer that?
I don't know how much
So
snow
we didn't actually get snow. We got sleet, and it's about a little less than an inch, probably about half to 3/4 of an inch is what we got on the roads right now.
Oh, on the roads, yes. In the yard, much deeper.
Yeah.
It comes up to our first step on our front porch.
Jeff
But it's
Allred
not snow.
celebrates 36 months of membership. 3 years, brother. Thank you, man.
Oh.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Tom Coon's been a member of our 1 Before Supporter Club for 7 months.
Thank you, Tom.
Riv has reached 3 full
3
years.
years.
3 years.
3 years. It's a long
3
time to
years,
look at this
Riv.
mug. What's the best tool brand for the money? I like, for money, what you're getting for the price. Milwaukee's a good one. And I say that with a little bit of a grain of salt because they have so many good sales throughout the year all over the place. Seriously, follow my tool deals. I post them all the time. Bang for the buck. I think you're getting the best tools for a good price.
Dennis.
DeWalt makes good tools. Makita makes good tools. Festool makes good tools. But if you're looking for one brand that basically has most everything you're going to need in the cordless platform, I think Milwaukee or DeWalt or Makita would be the way to go. I like Milwaukee personally.
Dennis Cochran just cracked me up.
Oh, yeah?
He said, I dated a stent once.
That's hilarious.
Riv, were you the first member? Somebody, 4321 said he thought that Riv was member number 1. Do you know?
I'm not sure. I don't know how that works.
I know I wasn't the first subscriber. I get told that all the time.
Yeah. It probably took her a year to subscribe. Robert, I can't say your last name.
Where?
Wintonk.
Where?
Wintonk. I'm sorry if I misspelled it.
Wintonk?
What's a decent, cost-effective router lift? I have the Craig Precision router lift. I think it's a couple $300, so it's a little bit pricey. So I'm not exactly sure. Good. Super chat.
Thank you, Stephen Kofed.
Thank you, Steve.
Says, saying prayers for Miss 731. Hope all goes well.
Appreciate you.
I just hope it gets to go Thursday. Pray for the roads to de-ice.
I think it will. So cost-effective router lift. I would look at Craig brand. That's probably going to be the best budget option. Who else makes them? Jessam makes some. They're a little pricier too. Rockler may have one. I'd probably look at Rockler.
Alien Leader has a question.
Go.
What is the next woodcraft you're thinking of visiting?
Well, give me some suggestions, Alien.
So
we
here's what
have
we're trying
something
to.
we're wanting to do in Nashville again
Yes.
in April. I'm talking to the general manager of Woodcraft over Nashville, and we're talking about. He let me know about something.
I remember.
They're doing.
I remember.
They have an event in April. We would like to show up at that event too and do something.
So, okay, along the lines of what he's sworn, I can't say what it is yet, but I had an idea to hopefully get to meet a lot more of you guys. Something that we could do together as a community, and we would travel to different places. And so,
let's just announce it right here. Let's do it.
You sure?
Yeah. That way we can start brainstorming. We get people ideas they can email.
All right. So, what is something that people in sports do all the time? Let's see if somebody can tell me.
Especially college sports.
College sports. Y'all get together and you do what? What is something that people do together?
While they're doing that, Doug Bowman says, one of your videos, you were showing how to make a micro jig sled for the table saw. Do you have plans? Yes, on our website, 730mobileworks.com/store. Go check that out there. Also, we are, just so you know, we are running a sale. I'm going to plug this real quick. We are running a sale at our store. If you use the code SNOW2024, you get 25% off any order, and this expires tomorrow, January 17th. But so you can pick up that jig plan. It is right down here somewhere. I guarantee it's in there. I just got to find it. Yes, it is. I promise. Scroll down. Where'd it go?
I don't know.
It's in there. It's hard to look on the fly.
Thank you, Damon Barber. He says, monkey poo coffee.
Got to get that plug.
You guys are right. Tailgate. So I came up with an idea. What?
All right, go.
I came up with an idea because we want to spend more time with you guys, and we want to do something where we can actually come together as a community and get to know each other on a different basis than just talking through a computer screen for the most part. I know a lot of us talk on the phone or we text and stuff like that, or video chats. And so I thought, I told him, I said, what if we did something like tools and tailgating? So
trademark. We're trademarking that now.
So we are going to travel this year. We're going to
pick a few places,
and we want to do a tools and tailgating. And what we want to do by that is we want to come to a location and we're going to drive. It's going to be places we can drive to. We're going to bring tools that we're going to give away, but we're also going to bring stuff to cook with on our tailgate.
We're going to tailgate, y'all.
And we want other people to bring things who can in the area, and we want to get together and eat together, fellowship. Talk.
Tools
and give tools away and do a tools and tailgating. So that's something new that we're going to do this year, and I cannot.
I like the
wait
Virginia Beach idea, Alien.
Which one? Oh yeah, we want to pick places.
I like it,
and we don't mind driving several hours to it. New York. So here's the thing. I
have to borrow a tailgate.
Yeah. So we do want to still want to make it to places where we can't drive. That are too far for us to drive to. So in those cases, we want to try to have it set up. Hey, you know what time it is?
Power tip time.
Power tip time.
You got the power tip? I thought you had one to read.
I gave the great idea.
Oh. Power tip is when you're looking for tool deals, you got to check out my deals website, and I have a text group that I've got going on. I don't know if I still have that up here. Surely I do,
Dennis.
right? power tip is sign up for my tool deals.
Well, maybe, Dennis, you can come to where you're at.
There it is, tool deals. Text that number, 731-207-7151, or you go to my website, 731woolworks.com, and click on the tool deals button. I post these deals daily. And the power tip is you shouldn't pay full price for power tools because I'm texting out deals. I'm not going to spam you. I don't send them super early. I don't send them super late, but I'll send 1 or 2 or 3 a week at the most, unless it's like Black Friday or something. But it's the best way to find their best deals on tools. Like this morning, I was able to post several deals. That's not it. Why ain't my stuff working? Here we go. So this morning I was able to post, there's a DeWalt deal on the website currently, a DeWalt battery deal, some Milwaukee hand tools. A couple of these are expired from yesterday, so you just have to check them. But if you're into saving money, check it out.
Okay. So those of you asking about traveling farther, we will fly places as long as we can still find a location where we can meet at. And what we would probably do is rent a truck. We've talked about this. We would rent a truck and we would just go buy something there while we're there instead of bringing stuff with us because you can't fly with.
We go to Walmart and get one of them meat and cheese trays or something.
No, I'm talking about the tools to give you away.
Okay.
Give away.
We'll give away some meat and cheese.
I would probably put together like a charcuterie board or something, but not. Walmart's all we have here. That's why he's doing that.
What?
Look, Walmart is not a bad place to have to buy stuff from.
No.
I cook you supper every night.
I didn't say it was a bad place. I was saying we just get one of them already like Subway things. Got a sandwich, little finger food.
You are digging a hole that you cannot get out of. You've been digging a hole all night.
How?
Y'all tell him what the power tip is. Power tip is don't dig a hole that you can't get out of.
Tools and tailgate. Damon likes it.
Walmart's
like it
all
too.
you need sometimes, right?
It's all we got, so
Look,
we live off it.
we've lived in a town where we didn't even have Walmart, and it was rough.
Yeah, I ain't putting Walmart down.
So you need to
Get a helicopter. That's right.
check yourself.
Can you drive to the New North Carolina coast? We can fly there.
Well, even if it's not somewhere we can, like I say, we've talked about this idea. We can definitely rent a truck from a car company. Just make sure we get a truck that has a tailgate. So,
Or it could be an SUV with a liftgate. That's kind of a tailgate.
it's kind of a tailgate. Or if you want to drive a car and put a blanket over your trunk, or open the trunk and use the trunk, that works
If
for
it
us
wasn't
too.
for pickups, they wouldn't have tailgate.
Is that where you met all your ex-wives?
No. Traffic jams. 3 Sticks Outdoors says, do you have a laser in the shop? Wicked fun. No, we don't have one because we're out of space. I think they are really cool. I would love to get one at some point when we have a few more feet to spare.
Salt Lake has a woodcraft and a rockler. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
A folding table would work too. See? Yep.
And if you don't have a truck or a SUV, you can come in the car. Like, we're not
I
going to
just said
discriminate.
that.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I said that you could put a blanket over the trunk
Oh, yeah,
or you
that's
could
right.
open it. Good gracious. Y'all see that hole he digging?
Well, it's because I lost my patents earlier and I can't find them, and it's been a whole deal. It's been a whole ordeal.
A Buc-ee's? We don't have Buc-ee's.
No,
I don't think I've ever been in one.
I heard they're big.
I haven't had that life experience yet. But people around here that have been to them love them. Like,
Yeah,
love
they're like
them.
super fans.
Yeah. Tater salad and car drivers bring tater salad and drinks, Damon said. That's funny.
Chicken Leg says, what are you using for modeling for 3D printing? Fusion 360 is what I've used. I've only modeled one thing, but most of the stuff I find online that's already done, and I'm printing that stuff. But I have made one thing out of that I made from scratch. It came out pretty good for my first time. I thought it was all right. But Fusion 360 works well.
If Matt tells you to bring napkins, then if you know, you know. Leave it to Damon. Don't y'all think that'd be fun though to get to be together and like
Oh, it'd be a
actually
blast. It'd be a
have
blast.
fun? We'd have to find, we've got to find a location that's going to be okay with people meeting and maybe playing music. I don't know if anybody likes music or just getting together and talking. I don't know. We'll try to figure it out.
I think we need to form a committee.
A van works. Yep.
I think we need to form a committee of 2-4 Nation members, and we'll figure out a few locations and who are a couple of members in that area
If they're
Could
from
help.
there.
could help facilitate, and then we could start nailing down dates and
Well, we
announcing
know
real dates.
several
and
of
all
you are in certain areas.
Yeah.
It would be really nice to do it at like a woodcraft if there was one there, or
Rocklers.
Rocklers.
Somebody just posted that they work for Home Depot, and they could probably set something up Home Depot parking lot. That would be like stuff like that would be ideal, because if we're doing giveaways and stuff, we're going to purchase tools there at the local place, so we'll be bringing them business. So long as they didn't care if we blocked off for a couple of hours, a little bit part of the location to get a few people there. I don't know how many people show up. May get 1, maybe get 10. Who knows? But it'd be great.
Yeah, there are a lot in Virginia and the Carolinas, North Carolina especially, I think. Mad Dog says, I'm not just a woodworker, but I'm a regular. It keeps moving, but I'm a regular Betty freaking Crocker too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in Colorado, they have woodcraft and a rockler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a
custom wood hardwood supplier. That would be cool in Fort Collins. Yeah. This is something we really... The whole purpose of this is not just the giveaways or things like it. It's to get to meet more of you. Because every time we get to meet some of you, it is so much fun to meet you guys. That's like, I don't know, the icing on the cake or something for us. Getting to meet all of you is always so much fun.
Dixon's Wood Shop says Kansas City has it all: woodcraft, tailgates, and we know a little something about barbecue.
He loves barbecue.
I do like barbecue.
Oh my gosh.
Like some barbecue.
Kansas City would be a good place to do one at. That would be a fun place. There was one of those barbecue sauces you ran out of fairly quick.
Yeah. I ate one of them real fast.
Yeah, I don't know which
Anthony Fox says, any tips on getting over a slump? Seems like lately everything I've tried to work on hasn't come out correctly. Man, been there bunches of times. You just got to press through. I mean, we're kind of in a slump here. Yeah. She's kind of been in a slump because of her health. It's very, very difficult sometimes to get out of that slump.
Try remembering the joy of it when you began and why you started it in the first place, and kind of work backwards and try to work back toward your beginning to get back to the that's what I'm trying to do right now. It's really hard, but I'm trying to remember why I wanted to do this. I'm right there with you in that deep slump where it feels like people are stepping on you instead of helping you up, not that somebody's literally doing that, people are trying to hurt me or anything, but like you kind of feel like you're that far down.
Yeah, just getting kind of beat down by everything. Seems like nothing goes right. You know, I go through those times as well. I think everybody goes through those. As a matter of fact, today I had a short come out and like 2 people like blasted me like within the first hour it was out. It got a negative comment on it. I was like, man. And then I opened my email up and there was an email from a guy who's like, hey man, I just really appreciate how you're putting content out. You've helped me save some money here or there. You helped me. I'm starting out, so saving the money is really good. So it was like an affirmation of, okay, well, you're going to get the negative or whatever. But main thing is, I think, to overcome a slump is to stay disciplined. And the reason I say that is I work out several days a week, and I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I knew it was going to be cold out there, but I did it because it's a discipline, and it actually helps you stay.
Grant, you found it?
Motivated, because you won't be motivated all the time, but you will if you stay disciplined. You will still reach your goals. Same thing in woodworking or business or anything like that. You're not always going to be excited about the day, but if you do what you're supposed to do every day as a discipline, things will work out.
Land Arrows says that he is a first-time attendee.
Awesome.
Welcome, Land.
I got to look up this patent he says he found.
Did he? Okay. Did he send it to you?
I got the number there. I'm going to type in over here.
Oh, I see it.
You asked it.
You ready for me to call it out to you?
I could probably do it. Go.
202-300-74608.
Grant, you win a cookie.
See if that works for you. Maintaining focus helps, but it is sometimes very hard to do. Yes.
It's searching.
Stephen Todd says, as a beginner to woodworking and this channel, it's really helped him with the depression that he's recently fought. It's it's so easy to get lost in some of that, but maintaining your focus, and then honestly, for me, seriously, go back and remember why you started it. Find the joy in it again.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it means you have to stop what you're currently working on and work on something that makes you feel more of the joy, do that. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find the joy in some of the stuff that, well, it's kind of hard to say. Just go back to what got you into it to start with and worry about fixing the mistakes later.
All right, Grant found it. He wins a $50 Home Depot gift card. I'm going to email you the gift card to Home Depot, Grant. Not kidding. So this is the patent. This is just to prove it, this is the Flex table saw patent. You can see the LED strip inside the fence, which they're the only ones that has that. If you go to the top, Nanjing Shervan Industries Company Limited, that is the company the holding company that has Flex. That's their power or table saw that they've just released recently. If you scroll down to page 10, you're going to see the router table top that I was trying to describe earlier. Grant, thank you so much for finding that. But you can see the miter gauge, 2 feather boards. It's pointing at the fence, at this cover, which is, I think that's an LED light on top, and then the cover itself, and then the table. All are numbered as part of this patent. This is the little cover thing. Underneath side, you can see the LED lights right there shining down. I'm assuming this will be clear so you can see through it. But you can go read this for yourself. There's the patent number, US 2023-0074-608. Thank you, Grant. You just won $50.
That's really good.
That's awesome, Grant. Thank you.
Tom Coombs, listen to your wife. Says won't let him get out in the shop yet. Says he still needs to heal more. Listen to your wife, Tom.
Steve Miller says, what do I get for joining 731? So the 2 Before Nation are our channel members or Patreon supporters. There's a link in the description to more details. But you get early access to all of my videos, 99% of them. So long as they're ready for release the next day, you get them at least one day early. We also have member-only live streams before this show. And then we do quarterly giveaways of tools that you see reviewed on the channel. So like coming up, I've got a DeWalt track saw, a Skil track saw, a Wind track saw, and a few other tools, probably a Milwaukee table saw. So a lot of these tools that you see me review, we're giving away to our channel members. So that's just a few of the perks.
Let's see. Robert Butler says, first timer here too. Recently found you and glad he did. Really enjoy your content. And where are we from?
Arkansas.
Well,
she's from Mississippi. I'm from Arkansas.
Yeah. Mississippi originally.
Yep. Oh, Campfire Woodworks. I also do behind the scenes. I try to do those once a week. Basically show you what new tools are in the shop, answer any questions that maybe I've come in, and just kind of show you what's going on here at 731.
Robert Cork was gifted a membership by James Nino. Welcome.
Yep. Oh, you also get a free sticker. In the 2 Before Nation... I don't have a sticker. I thought I had one on my desk. Anyway, 2 Before Nation logo.
It's up there. You had it on my desk for some reason.
Are you sure?
Yes. That's why I moved it.
On the 2 Before Nation live stream, there's a link to fill out a...
Cover your face. It's not.
Is it going to show up? Probably not. Anyway, it looks like this. But on the member only live stream, there's a link in the description of that video to get you this free sticker. You just give us your address, we'll send it to you anywhere in the world.
Stickers.
All right, so we got some shout outs to do.
Yeah.
This is from my friend Caleb Gentry, young man making woodworking products. He made us a sign, 731 hand carved sign at that. This is amazing. Thank you, Caleb.
The font. The handwriting engraving on it to me is beautiful.
It's really cool.
They have computer programs that make text look like that now because that kind of text is so cool.
I love that, man. Thank you.
It's so cool.
We've had that for a little bit.
Yeah. And then we haven't been to the post office this week because of the weather.
Yeah. And so this is a cutting board from Gasaway Creations. On Etsy. He wanted me to give him feedback, and I'll email you too, but he wanted to know what I thought about his cutting board. This thing is beautiful. He's got oak and walnut, looks like, and there's a feature on here I haven't seen, and I don't know if it's on purpose or not. This is an oak strip, right? And then on the side, there's a little bit of walnut left where it was glued on there. probably where he cut it and just didn't get all the way. I like that. I think it kind of gives it a
I
pretty
like
cool.
that he actually put the little.
And then
and
it has
they're not
feet.
glued on.
No, they're screwed on
They're
rubber
screwed
feet.
in.
And all of your like glue joints and everything are really tight. The finish is really nice. Like this is very well done. Very well done.
And the directions of that, he done it exactly right.
Very cool. Good job,
looks
man.
really good. Do you use a cordless hand planer?
I do not.
Alex
I've
wants
never
to know.
had luck with those. I bought one. Matter of fact, there's a one of my
Thank
first
you, Mr.
videos
Clark.
is a Win hand planer on the channel. If you go to my channel and sort by oldest, I think it is, you'll see it on there. I could never make it do, like I could do the edges of boards okay, but trying to like flatten a tabletop and stuff, like
Dixon's wants to know how you gift a membership to others.
I'm not sure. STL Mike could chime in. He's done some. Damon's done some. It should be an option there on the YouTube stream.
Well,
if
and
you're a
James
channel
did
member.
one tonight. So James, if you Steve said he's a 1x6 member. Steve, did you fill out the form to get your sticker? Oh, they said click. STL said to click the money sign. That's what Damon said too.
Dollar bills.
Oh, STL just gifted 5
Oh, wow. Thank you, man.
memberships. Thank you, STL. Let's see.
And it auto selects people
It
who
does.
are active in the chat and who have been active channel
So these are the
watchers.
ones who received it: Mad Dog 86, Land Arrows, Andrew Phillips, James Hill, and Matt Mays.
Welcome. So you can go to the channel 730 Woodworks channel and click on Community tab. If you're a member, you will see member only posts there that I'm posting where the live streams are located and all that. So you can go back and watch any member only live streams you want to, and also look in the description of that member only live stream and get you a sticker.
Don Grundy, we are turning, or I am turning. I'm just waiting till after I heal from my surgery before I start back on it. But we do have a lathe now, and we have all the parts and pieces, the extra stuff, because you can't just buy a lathe. You have to buy, like, good Lord.
All kinds of stuff. There's a lot that goes
Inventory.
into it.
Yeah, to get
all
started.
all the tools and parts and pieces.
We did not realize that, but we have everything. We've turned a few things, but we're waiting until after I'm completely healed before we get back out there and mess with it. I don't want to take any chances right now with all these stones.
We have a Facebook community called 730 Woodworks. You go to facebook.com/group/730 Woodworks. There, every week we pick out a Sawdust Spotlight.
Creative.
I couldn't call the name of it. Sawdust Spotlight. This week goes out to Rocky River Hills.
Okay, Paul.
He said, I swore that I would never make another one of these again, but I had a coworker ask me to make one because he missed out on the original one I made, 24-inch by 24-inch, and a lot of glue. That is a lot.
It's beautiful.
A lot of work. It's beautiful, but I know there's a lot of work went into that.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
I've seen stuff like that on Etsy, and
Yeah.
they sell for incredible amounts of money. It's insane. Like super, super, super expensive.
Yeah.
Our goal is not pins, or it's not bowls, it's pins. That's what
She likes pins.
I love the pins. I want to start selling them on our website. I gotta, hopefully soon. Steve and Todd just gifted 5 memberships. They went to Raphael Lachane or Lacane. Okay. What is up with these names, y'all? All at once. John.
You can do it.
Dinacinzo?
Yes.
Tell me, John, if it's even close. Matt Bocard, who else went? Junior Foster, 1999, or JR, however you do it, and ADK Pastor are the ones who received it.
Yep. Man, it was good to be back this week.
Those names, y'all kill me.
Wasn't it?
Yes,
We missed y'all last week.
we really did, and
So
I
we
missed
was
you the
on
week
a week,
before. I was out 2
on a
weeks.
week. So, yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Good.
All right.
Think that'll it.
It is an expensive hobby, wood turning.
It is.
Like-
That's what I told her that, I was like, if you were
Holy
getting
cow.
into turning.
Bouchard.
Bouchard. If you were getting into turning
Thank you,
to
John.
make a profit and all you were making was pins, it would take a very long time to recoup the initial
was Matt.
cost of the lathe and the tools and the
Mhm.
materials, because it wasn't cheap.
At least nobody's name is Metabo.
Metabo.
I know it's Metabo, y'all.
It's like it's Ryobi, but it's Ryobi.
It's Ryobi and Metabo.
Metabo. All right, we'll catch y'all guys next week.
Y'all have a good week.
Have a good week.